first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake. Here's Franks. Into the secondary past the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Setting up play action. Franks. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And they go play action with Franks. Flush to his right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Second and 10. Franks now. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one complete to Gafford. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Franks. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Franks. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush Pierce, the linebacker, who picks it. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check. 40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's a mine. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Alert. 40's mine. 40's mine.
Here's Roethlisberger. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Three and a half to go, first quarter.
On 2nd down, Franks again. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Franks looking to throw.
He'll check this down to Hines. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Working out of the gun, Franks finds Hines again for the completion. And all the way home for a Broncos score. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver, fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. This defense for the Broncos, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now Roethlisberger. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A quick throw complete to Washington. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Broncos 19-yard line.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's third down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action now. Roethlisberger toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Franks now on second down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. It's Franks now from the shotgun. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the gun, Franks, flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. To throw again on second down, Roethlisberger. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick six. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
That's trash. Mike 40, check, he's coming. 50. Danny. Slap. 77.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Franks. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Looking to throw. Franks. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
Left gun defense. And here we go.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Mike, 55. Check right. Watch it, I got it. Shit.
A 2nd down throw coming for Franks. This to Hines on the drop-off. Oh, with a juke. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Come on, baby.
1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. And he comes back with one complete.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st.
Watch tight. Watch tight. Tight is right. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down. 40's the mark. Squeeze. All day, dog. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Shoot. Monday. 44. 40's the mark. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Watch the edge. SOS. You good? SOS. Kill.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
On 4th down, the rookie Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers.
As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call
that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did, and they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
They go play action with Franks. He's going to look deep down the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Rico Gafford, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On second down now, it's Hines. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
16, Mike 16, 65, 65, 65.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. He's going to go up top again. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
First and 10 at the 47.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now they can't bring him down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the first round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
Quarter. 1-3. Check.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Switch. Snickers, 66. Let's go.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 25. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Get ready. Number 16's coming. Check Mike. In your face. Hey, check Mike 16.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Off the play fake, here's Franks. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Joe Schobert in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Setting up play action. Franks. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Franks looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Harris. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize a little bit on top.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing after the interception, Franks. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And if Noah Fant keeps making catches like that, it might not be too long till we say he's one of the top 5 tight ends in football. When he was drafted, that was the expectation.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They run with Hines, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Eight yards to go on second down. Franks. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. Franks now. Flush to his right. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They run again with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his target, Harris. Touchdown! Najee Harris, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. On first down, here's Franks.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
McManus now for the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all to score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
They'll get this quickly out to Claypool.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 19. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
On the give, this is Harris. Bulldozes past him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Check. Shit, watch the shit. Check the team.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger.
Right side, Claypool's got it.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Boswell good with the extra point. They will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On 1st and 10, Franks.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Buddy Johnson
in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
Now Franks.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. They've got his man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check back 16. Check back 16. Easy.
Now here's another carry for Harris. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
Clock 80. Number 16's coming. Check mine. Easy.
Now Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Mike 16. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing quarter. Number 16's coming.
Here's Roethlisberger. This is caught inside the 15. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 30 yards there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just like to won this thing in regulation.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated